Yo, what's up, guys? In the trade recap of yesterday, aka Monday the 16th, sitting like 40 minutes in chop just to get break even at the end. So, coming onto the day, I was pretty much bullish. We clearly are in a bullish trend on the 1 hour. Same with the 4 hour. We inverse this one for our gap, and if you waited for the 4 hour candle to close, we also broke structure. Okay. We were kind of very well extended over the 1 hour, so I wouldn't ask too simply. All I wanted in this day is to get a retrace into an hourly gap and then continue up higher. So that's kind of what we get, That's kind of what we get on Nasdaq. On ES we don't end up getting the 1 hour retrace. So that's kind of like a little SMT. Okay, so we do tap into it like right at market open. What do I wait for then? So we get a 5-minute break, even breaking this previous high. We inverse this gap, we create a new gap. Okay, so I'm just after this break, I'm waiting for anything to happen, So we get into this gap, right? We also get into equilibrium, 5-minute equilibrium, right? And then really all I wanted was us to break this high, get a break of structure to the upside, and then just enter. But yeah, with this candle, it wasn't really possible, and I wasn't going to just enter here, especially with this high, This wasn't like that. I mean, this was a more important high than this one. This is like a higher time frame high. Although this is like the only real high time frame high. Cause after we like got kind of like here, then it's just a body of a 1 hour candle. So keep that in mind for later. So after this move, I wait for another retrace. Find any sort of entry. So we retrace into this 1 minute. This 1 minute, we retrace into OTE. What happens then? So we create this 1 minute FVG. So I'm like, okay, if we inverse it and getting a break of structure as we put it in a low here, I mean, even we would have broken this, but okay, I'll enter, And so we get it with basically one candle. I enter right at the retrace. Unfortunately, once again, I'm recording it the next day, so I don't have the execution arrows. Yeah, we start going up, kind of take out these highs, then go for another retrace. Get into OT, then again get into OT. This was a really choppy ass day. So we don't break up structure. We don't break structure. We fortunately also don't inverse this gap, which would be a bad signal for us. We continue up higher, then go lower, then higher. About like here, once we got close to here and basically took out these highs, I put my stops at break even, kind of seeing these conditions. I wanted to go break even like way before even taking any profits, especially that I was just reaching basically for the max consistency, which was the previous day high at like 2 hour. I think I entered in 6 contracts, so that was 6, pretty sure 6 or like 5, something like that. I don't even remember. But yeah, and we end up taking this high, but what is this high? This is a 1 minute high. This is a 1 minute high. So if even if the lesson from this day to take out of it is to secure profits in a choppy market. You know, this was a 1.2 RR, so this wasn't a necessarily bad RR. So, but the thing is, I actually kind of wanted to do it, but this isn't a significant high. This is just a 1 minute little high. So we're in this moment where where is this? We're in this moment where it's like we're like here. We're like 150 ticks from taking out a very significant draw on liquidity, which is previous day high, and I'm pretty sure also, yeah, filling. Wait, did we fill it? Oh, that's later. Filling this daily gap, but no, somehow price decided to just dump down into this 1 hour gap again, sweep out these lows, and really just chop around. And then I don't know, to be honest, what happened here. I even tried to check like if like any war news came out or something, but I couldn't find anything to be like right in this moment. We still end up taking it. So kind of market wise, I would say this was a pretty good setup. I would say this was a setup to take. It's just the market conditions weren't here. It indeed was a no news Monday, and it was kind of choppy, but you know, the choppy moves were happening to the downside. Like the retraces were the choppy price action. I mean, as you can see, we got a choppy retrace down and then a strong candle up, choppy retrace down and a strong candle up. And so this could kind of signal that, you know, we're gonna reach higher. And breaking past this high, I was like, okay, if we reach this high, we're just gonna bull run to previous day highs, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Also, I want to kind of keep an important note that we closed on the 5 minute above this high, which what may or maybe not. I'm not sure. Well, not then, but later we did, and on the 1 minute we still did. Like, later on we closed above it, and then still not only still came back up to it, but closed above it. So you know, it's not necessarily that we couldn't just reject and just reverse off of it, but it, I guess, was a signal that we're not strongly rejecting, like immediately rejecting to the downside. But yeah, really just choppy and unfortunate price action, I would say. I mean, reversing off of a 1 minute high is just crazy in my opinion. Like, we were so close to these previous day highs, and no, we just decided, no, I'm not gonna take out such a clean draw, and I'm gonna retrace back to take out one low, which is a less significant draw and is like yeah, way further, like 3 times further. Yeah, this is like 450, here we're 150, so 3 times further is a less significant draw. And also, to retrace to a 1 hour gap, we already retrace to see, on this leg we didn't even get into this 1 hour gap on ES. So it wasn't like ES wanted to tap into this gap. We didn't even tap into it here and came back up. And we'll need to then dump once again to retrace to it. So to me, this was really just an unfortunate day and just kind of bad market conditions. Maybe I will think like if there comes a day like this, and this like imagine this high would be the equivalent of, I don't know, a 4 hour high or even a 1 hour high, where it's a significant enough high that we could expect price to have the ability to reverse off of, then yeah, I can just take a 1.2 hour. But we're in a point where this is all just a body, and this is the top of it. Like this was only very low time for liquidity. So obviously I would have thought, okay, since we're bullish, we tapped into this 1 hour, we'd keep continuing up higher, even though we're in this chop, we still managed to just break this previous like swing high. And then once we kind of get around here and break past this kind of sideways accumulation, we're just gonna bull run. Yeah, especially that this was not only previous day high, but also there was a daily gap here. But no, price decided to just do its own thing. I'm glad I just put my stops at break even, because this would have been a loss. I couldn't, regarding like short to the downside, I couldn't really see like a clean entry for me, unless there was like a gap here. But just getting into like this, just a regular structure here, I don't know, the shorts just I just wasn't feeling it, like especially with the bias. I saw no reason why we just wanted to take this low and re-enter this 1 hour gap instead of just taking out previous day high. So I think that's pretty much it. I hope, at least I hope you guys dabbed here, or maybe took something very similar, also longed, and probably got stuck up in this chop and lost or got break even like me. And yeah, in 15 minutes it's market open, so I gotta quickly mark out my draws and everything out. So we'll see if I enter today. If I do, I'm gonna post it tomorrow, because I don't want to post 2 videos on the same day. But yeah, the straight recap of yesterday is getting posted today, and if I do take something out, it's gonna be posted today, and yes, tomorrow, and so on. So yeah, I guess I can already say I hope we all dubbed today in today's session, and see you guys next time.